I'm pretty excited because we've got Susie with us today, Susan Wilson. I'm just going to let you introduce yourself, actually, Susie. Please tell us where you're from, your years in business, and who it is you like to treat.
Okay, so hello everyone. I am Susie Wilson, and I've been a massage therapist for, well, I guess really about 20 years, but as a remedial, it would be 15. For 12 years, I travelled around Australia, and I did my massage under my annex with a bit of beauty thrown in on the side. And eventually we stopped travelling, and I worked for some chiropractors for about 3 years up in North Queensland. I'm actually back on the Gold Coast now. That's where I'm from. So if anybody wants to come see me at Hope Island, it's really good. Get a plug in. So basically, the type of massage I like to do, or the type of client I like to work on, I guess the demographics around our clinic, which is at Studio XFIS, is middle to retiring age, but they're all keen on keeping fit and active and healthy. So that's where I come in. And as part of the studio, I get them prepared, ready to go on to do reformers and Pilates, hydro, that sort of thing. So, and keep them in good shape. So if they have any injuries or soreness, which is usually likely after Pilates, they come and see me. That's where the hot stones comes in. I've actually, when I did my course back in a long time ago, that was in Echuca with Tuesday Brow, and we did the type of hot stone massage we did was more a relaxation style, where basically a person would lay on the table covered in a towel or towels, but they had a towel between their legs and nothing else on. And then we would work with the stones, but we would be dragging them under the body and sort of really loosening up the muscles that way. It was totally different to what we're doing now. I eventually, through working with the chiros, they said it'd be a really good idea just to loosen up all the muscles so that we can go in and go click, 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 crack, crack, whatever, and it worked out really, really well. So I just eventually worked it into my whole experience as a remedial therapist, and then I saw Christine's advertisement on Facebook, and I thought, well, I haven't done a refresher course or anything like that for quite some time, and I was curious with the cold stones as well, because I've really not been quite receptive to cold stones. It's always been hot stones. Finish up the massage with a nice hot stone massage. Everybody floats out and they feel wonderful and they're not sore the next day. But I was interested to see where the course would take me. And boy, did I have a couple of really light bulb moments through the course there. So one of the most important ones for me and for my client at the time, who was suffering from polymyalgia and also Ehlers-Danlos, she was in constant pain, and I worked on her for 2 years, and it was always with heat, and I make up my own oils, so she always felt great for quite a few days afterwards. But then it would go back, she'd have the shakes with pain and everything. And I guess it was after a session doing the cold stones, and I just thought, I'm going to give this a go. And I started at her feet, and I noticed as I was working on her foot that all the muscles instantly relaxed, whereas her other foot was totally spasmed in pain. And I just said to her, do you realise your foot is really relaxed? The muscles are really relaxed. She said, I know, it feels great. So I just proceeded to do the whole body. And like we were just amazed. She was not in pain at all. She rang up her husband and said, it's a miracle, it's a miracle. And he thought they'd won Tats Lotto, but she said, no, I'm not in pain anymore. And so I've treated her a couple more times now since. She's just had a foot operation, so I'm waiting for her to heal. So, but the very next time I did a full body massage and it was straight, right, with the cold stones, she was relaxed, she was not in pain, and she actually goes to an Ehlers-Danlos clinic in Brisbane, and she told them, and even they were amazed that they'd never thought of cold stones. And my idea is that it deadens the coldness, deadens the receptors in the nerves, and it signals to the brain that I'm not in pain anymore, and releases the dopamine, which makes you feel just fantastic afterwards. And it would just last the whole week for her. So, you know, that for me was a life-changing experience, and also for my client. So, yeah, it was worth doing the course just for that. But the other benefits is, of course, Christine's shown us some wonderful adjustments. Or my favourite is, of course, the shoulder girdle release. And I think I use it just about on everybody now, because that one movement affects everything from the scalenes from the neck right down to the hip, which is basically where everybody's sore. And they get immediate relief. They love the stretch, and using the hot stones, it just it helps manipulate the muscles so much easier. So, you know, those two instances have been brilliant for me, and they save me a lot of in between work, because I can get to it a lot quicker, and then just work on relaxing and finishing up the client really well. So it's been brilliant for me. I thoroughly recommend the course to anybody that wants to enhance their massage, but also save their hands. I don't have issues with my hands at all. And I have to say, I'm 70 this year, and yeah, I don't have, you know, issues with hands or anything like that. So it's been brilliant. So yeah, thoroughly recommend it. And you've done a wonderful job, Christine.
Oh, thank you, Susie. That's wonderful. Thank you.
You didn't get a word in edgeways, did you?
It's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you. Because people can see from just listening to you, you've got 15 years remedial experience, 20 years in the industry. You yourself have been using hot stones for 15 years. Oh, 20 years.
Yeah, more 15 since I did the courses, but I was just doing, I'd gone to Bali and learnt relaxation and circulation massage, which is what I was doing for the nomads, and they loved it. But I never intended to become a remedial, because I didn't want to cause pain. But in the end, I learnt by causing pain, I actually brought relief and got rid of the pain for my clients. So they all call my room the torture room. I play the music nice and loud, and no, it's they do come out smiling and a lot happier. And that's the thing I learned, because it's a lonely profession for us therapists. So it's really good to jump online with other therapists and talk about it. But you're working by yourself. I do back-to-back massages, about 8 a day. So I don't really see anybody unless it's to say hello or goodbye. at the end of the day. So, and then you start realizing when you're talking to other girls or gentlemen that we've all got exactly the same value, the same passion, the same drive, the same wanting to give care and heal. And it used to put me out at first because I used to think I was the only one that did it. I was special. But there's this everybody out there that does this particular field. They're very, very caring, very giving people of themselves, because you give 100%. And so it's lovely to be able to communicate and to, bounce off each other, get ideas and whatever. So, it's been a great experience for me.
So good. Brilliant. And that work that you did with your endless Stanlos lady is just incredible. It's just incredible. And I know that, you shared that with the group, and I know Yvette's gone off and she's trying it out with her people with the same condition.
I can't wait to hear from her, actually, if it works for them, because honestly, the difference that caused, that created, was just, was mind-boggling, really.
Profound, absolutely profound, like life-changing.
Yeah. And she's cut down on the pain medication, and that she still has restless nights, but nowhere near as bad. But to actually go out and not kind of shaking, her nerves were so inflamed and on edge, she couldn't stop shaking, to being totally relaxed the moment I started on her feet. And I said, is this the same patient that was coming into me a couple of weeks ago? And she said, oh, no, I feel fantastic.
Amazing.
So,
amazing. Yeah. And completely take my hat off to you for, I'm already using this. What am I going to add to my skill set? What's going to happen here?
Yeah.
And you just came in 100% into the course, threw yourself into it, and allowed yourself to try out new things like the calm.
Yeah.
A few different
I was
techniques.
A bit skeptical. I thought, I mean, what can you teach me
what
about
can you show me now?
that I haven't taught myself? And of course, I've gone online and YouTube, and you look at different things, but it still didn't open my mind to the cold stones and that. So, and I'm using them also around the face and everything, and that, and the neck. I mean, some people, the muscles, people respond really well to heat, but I found that when they were in pain, they seem to respond better to the cold. So that was another light bulb moment too. So yes,
so good. Fantastic. I guess I'm just going to ask one thing, like, what was your favorite thing out of everything?
The favorite, well, it wasn't the study, because it's like we're all time poor, but I managed to knock it over in a couple of days, so I kind of was ahead of everything. But I did enjoy the videos that you put as particularly the different techniques, and but I think really it was just our sessions on Zoom, and just getting everybody's different opinions, and their experiences, and I can see how they're all a bit anxious to try, but they were also they were nervous introducing hot stones. And the thing is, people, especially if they're new, they don't know how much experience you've got. They don't know what you're capable of. You have to sell yourself, and that's what I tried to get across to the girls, that you know, you are in charge of the session, and it's how you put yourself out there. Because my husband once told me that, and I was the same too. I was a bit nervous, especially after I'd done my remedial and was doing cupping and everything like that. He said, they don't know how much experience you are in that. He said, you just go out there and do what you do and do it well, and they'll be none the wiser. And it was so true. That stuck with me, and that's what I tried to impart to the girls. It's like, you know, just get in there and play with it. And if you get some clients that are really happy for you to try different techniques, and I did with a couple of them. Look, I'm just going to try this on you. You know, oh, look, you do whatever you want to do, Susie. I'm fine. And you know, they all thanked me afterwards. So, you know, it's, yeah, you've just got to be a bit bold and have a go, and be a little bit creative and think outside the square. So yeah, it works.
I agree on all of those.
Very much so. It's just a shame you're so far away.
It is. You never know, I do travel around a bit, so
yes.
I
You'll
get around.
have to let me know when you're on the coast.
I will. I promise I will. But thank you very, very much for sharing your experience and your expertise. And yeah, I'm sure it's going to help some other people go, oh, maybe I can have a look at that.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. It's definitely worth giving it a go, because even the fact that you're reviving, you know, anatomy and that, because there's a lot we forget. We do forget as we're going along, or, you know,
that
I think we
anatomy
focus
refresher
on
is useful, isn't it?
Yeah, that was good. Everything was good. I got something out of every module, so which was good. So yeah,
that's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I will let you go, but yeah, thanks so much.
You're welcome, and good luck with the book.
Thanks.
Thanks, Christine. Bye.